Hey guys, how's it going? Ricky here, along with... It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
I love Sean, but it's just not the same doing college videos without you, big guy.
Hey, man, I'm glad to be
same.
here. I know Sean filled in well.
He did. And this is Widmer and Brandon Swanson. I forgot to say his name. Young Swan, as we call him here at MVP. We're going to be picking some college football games. We got 5 games to pick from. Let's get right into it. I mean, you guys don't need to know the records. We all suck here at MVP picking games. I know I do. That's for sure. I think Sean had the best week with 3 out of 5 last week. I know I only had 2, but let's get right into it because I know Brandon's like, just don't say my record, Ricky. Just don't say it.
I don't even know what it is, but I know it's bad.
And we're going to start off with an ACC matchup. North Carolina, Miami, 2 teams dropping down in the rankings after losing this past week. Who you got?
Well, North Carolina got blown out 34-3 against the team that you were going to pick, but you didn't pick.
VT.
You didn't take them.
I should have picked my Hokies. Should have been bold.
And then Miami, in a game that looked like it was theirs the entire game until the very end, they lost 20-19. I'm going to go with Miami in this one. North Carolina has been a little too shaky for me. They had a good game against Florida State. They came back. They won that one. But I think that Miami is going to get this one.
I'm not even going to say one word for this. I'm just going to do one hand motion. You ready, Brandon? That's who I'm picking. That's who I'm going to go with. Ride or die this week. Let's go into an SEC matchup, though. Alabama, number 1, Tennessee. They finally lost, and I couldn't be happier. They had the horseshoe up their ass. They almost won, and then they didn't. So I was happy only because Tennessee fans, I don't hate your team. I just hate how lucky you guys were because there were numerous games you should have lost because, you know, when you don't play for a first half, you deserve to lose games, especially when if one of those games, a rookie kicker might have been able to hit a few field goals, a few extra points. I'm digressing, though. Roll Tide.
Alabama with a nice win last week. They continue to roll. They got the job done against Arkansas. And then I think for Tennessee, they played a great game. They played an absolutely great game against Texas A&M. Texas A&M is proving that they are very, very good this season. I'm not saying Tennessee is not. Just they came up on the short side of the football game this past weekend. But Bama and Tennessee, they are clashing. Bama's getting the win. It'll be close, I think. But I think that Alabama will win this one. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the rookie Hurts. He is doing just an excellent job at the quarterback position. I'm putting a lot of faith in him to be able to lead that Alabama team.
Yeah, I hope it's not close, but that's because I kind of have a vendetta for Tennessee this year.
We can't tell.
I am sorry, Rocky Top. Let's go into another SEC matchup. The Ole Miss Rebels, Chad Kelly, had a little incident where he was running onto the field at his brother's football game, has since apologized. They're going to go up against Arkansas, as Brandon said, or Arkansas for normal folk who lost to Alabama this past week. I'm going to go with, I don't know, so I'm going to pass it off to you first.
Okay, Pansy.
I'm kind of leaning Ole Miss, but I might change it after you talk.
I'm going to go with Ole Miss. This team has just been so high-powered this season. Chad Kelly has done a really good job, and I know we really, both of us, you and I, gave him a really hard time for saying that he thought he was the best quarterback in all of college football. Well, he's proving that he is right up there at the top. I think he is one of the best quarterbacks in college football because guess what? He's come out, he's proved it this season. I think that he's done a good job. I think on the other side for Arkansas, I think they have a good offense as well, and I think they've done well this year. But I think that Ole Miss, I don't know if you can stop them. There's not too many teams out there that can. I think that Ole Miss is going to be able to get the win in this when Chad Kelly throws 3 TDs. I
am going to stick with Ole Miss. Arkansas, to me, they're a good team, but I don't know if they're going to be as good as Ole Miss in this one. Then Ohio State, Wisconsin. I'm sorry, Rocky Jack. I am sorry to Badger Nation, but I'm going with the Ohio State. And I don't think Brandon's going to disagree with me.
Ohio State's offense has been so good this season. JT Barrett, he's been very good. He's putting his name out there for the Heisman. And then on the defensive side, lock down OSU.
the Badger defense, it'll be interesting to see what they do against this offense. I don't think they're going to have a good time, though. And then the last one, we talked about this head coach getting fired this week on the Primetime Podcast. Brian Kelly, almost said Chad Kelly, Brian Kelly and the Fighting Irish going back home to play Stanford and the Christian McCaffreys. I'm going with the Stanford McCaffreys in this one only because Notre Dame looks bad and Notre Dame doesn't look good. And Stanford doesn't look good, but I have more confidence in Christian McCaffrey than I do in anything going on in South Bend.
Yeah, Ricky, we talked about on the Primetime Podcast this week. Make sure you check it out. The possibility of Brian Kelly being fired, and I don't think that anyone is going to let up on that firing talk, especially after this week. It's not going to go well. Stanford's going to get the win in this one. I just don't have the confidence this year. Right now, after the way that they have looked, Notre Dame has not looked good. They have not showed anybody that they're going to be turning things around soon. The two teams they beat Nevada, and they have beat Syracuse. Whoop-dee-doo.
Well, and you guys might be thinking, looking at the logos right here, wow, guys, not an interesting video. I believe we picked all 5. We picked them all the same, Brandon. Didn't have one different. However, I'll tell you.
We didn't?
I will tell you this. Yeah, I was
notice?
keeping track. I'll tell you this, though. Go look down below at the website, mostvaluablepodcasts.com. A link in the description. I'm telling you, Mark, Dave, Sean, Mike, one of them had to not agree with us on any of these games. Go look at that down in the description. This is where you guys come in, though. Tell us if you disagree with us. This is a rare occasion. Me and Brandon picking all the same 5 games. Usually there's 1 or 2 that we have a little bit of a disagreement on. Not happening this week. Let us know down below what you guys think. Also, check out our Patreon page. It's right there. We're trying to get clip-on lapel microphones right here so that I can do this. I know you probably couldn't hear that well because the mic was off, but if I had that lapel mic, you'd be able to hear me crystal clear. So that's what we're trying to do. Check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. We also got cool hip rewards for you guys. Maybe not that hip, but they are definitely cool. Thank you guys for checking out this video. And as always, have a good day, everybody.